Hello and welcome to Thrive, a wellbeing podcast for the students of Alexandra College.
With Always Infinity, I can handle anything, even 2 performances a day. Imagine what it can do for you. Always Infinity, made with smart foam, molds to your body, absorbs 10 times its weight. Much more than the normal Ultra. You barely feel it. Always Infinity. Rewrite the rules.
Oh, so I can do anything now. I can, and it's a video of her riding horses, doing flips, and I was like, I don't want to do that when I'm on. And why is it always blue?
The
yes,
blood.
Yes, I know.
Yeah, when they test it.
No, I think if they just want to get rid of the dilemma between all oh my god, this is red, this is disgusting, whatever.
Yeah.
They always make it blue to make it less gross, which I don't think. What is the point? What's the point? Come on, half of us are women.
That's not how people are using them.
I know. Yeah.
And so many people think that periods are so nasty and so dirty, and it's actually not. It's just like any other secretion of the body, and it's just,
I know. It's
and
literally
why do they
just
have to
blood.
just use the blue water and then pour it down? Just girl.
It's insane. It's insane. And have you seen those advertisements for oh, this will make you smell nice? This purifier that's scented purifier. I was who is smelling that? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Ads are cringy, as they tend to say that your period stops you, but not with their products. For example, there's the brand Always. They tend to make ads about sitting in bed all day when you don't have their products versus when they have your products. You do things like playing tennis and gymnastics and nothing can stop you.
They just overdo it a lot.
They're quite
you
dramatic.
can still use their products if you're lying in bed all day. You don't have to be jumping around doing backflips around the place or swimming or loads of stuff like that. You can just they should be showing that you can just use them every day.
Yeah, they exaggerate it a lot. It helps, but not in
that way.
Not in the way that it's not a pain reliever, and it doesn't encourage you to do more, I don't think.
No.
I think it just reverts back to normal, but not anything spectacular. It doesn't give you superpowers, so I don't know why they try to mention that it does. I think they do it to show that their products are better than others, that you can do things you wouldn't normally, but it doesn't really make sense, I don't think.
Yeah, and also that their target audience is most likely people that play sport a lot, but they should be trying to make a more general audience, I think.
I think sometimes they can be inclusive with people in wheelchairs, but I don't think it's still not very inclusive because you wouldn't really be doing backflips on a normal day.
Yeah. So the packaging of period products are usually very colourful, most likely pink, purple, have loads of floral patterns on them, and they always make them really stereotypically girly. And I think they could just make them normal. It's so unnecessary.
Yeah, especially when you walk past them in a shop or anything. They're very bright and they're in your face.
You can never miss them. Tampax has the amount of colours, and Always
use a lot of pink.
Yeah, a lot of pink, a lot of flowers. There's just a lot going on, but it's so unnecessary, I think. It could be for the younger audience that just started having their period, so to make them feel more because it's more childish almost, with all the patterns and stuff.
But a very small percentage of girls who have their period are just introduced to it, so I think it's a bit old.
Yeah.
Ain't nobody's business.
Introducing
Ain't nobody's business.
new Tampax Compact Tampons. Compact. The secret is a small plastic applicator that extends for full Tampax protection. Nobody knows you're carrying it or wearing it. Compact. New small plastic applicator but full Tampax protection from the name more of us trust.
Ain't nobody's business but your own.
Tampax Compact Tampons.
The packaging, usually they use the words discreet to show their product, and it shouldn't have to be discreet. It's kind of putting a negative thing that you should be discreet about it, but you don't really need to.
It kind of encourages the fact that you shouldn't talk about it, and it's not something you should be aware of or whatever.
Yeah.
1 minute.
Can I take a biscuit?
Yeah.
Can I make a sandwich?
Yeah.
What about one of these sweets?
Yeah. A what?
Tampax Compact is so discreet and so small that you won't even realise it's a tampon.
Sweets? I don't have any.
Tampax Compact, made to go unnoticed.
Miss McGee, will you bring that to the front, please?
Tampax Compact is so discreet, only you'll know it's a tampon.
Well, I hope you brought enough for everyone.
Enough for the girls.
Small size, big protection.
In a mixed school, you'd be kind of under the impression that you'd have to be more discreet about it. I don't know why.
I don't think it'd be as open because
Yeah.
obviously in our school it's all girls, so you can relate to everyone and
Everyone,
everyone
yeah.
goes through the same thing, so you feel more open to ask and talk about it in the open.
Yeah. I just think there'd just be some sort of weird like pressure or something maybe.
Mm-hmm.
And loads of girls wouldn't feel as open.
Yeah. I also feel like you'd be less open to tell your teacher, oh, can I go to the bathroom, or I've got like pains, can I go to the nurse or something, because you'd feel the boys might like judge you for it or something, whereas obviously you could do it, like every girl in that classroom knows what you're talking about, so they all can relate and understand what you're going through. I also think they're not very open to it, like their sisters and mums probably don't talk to them about it because it's very, like, because of the media, it's quite like hidden under things, and it's something that everyone goes through but you shouldn't talk about, so they wouldn't really know from girls that they know their experiences and what they've been through. So I think it is really an issue that it should be more open, but kind of a shock, like a lot of them don't know what goes on during it because it's so closed, which I don't think is right, because I mean half the population goes through this, so it really should be more talked about but not like overdone like some of the ads.
I think it wasn't until like crazy recently that it became like legal to even like advertise period products on TV or even like talk about period products. Because I saw an interview where Courtney Cox was talking about it, because she was like one of the first people to be in any sort of like advertisement for period products. I think it was a Tampax commercial she was in. And in the interview, she was saying that now she looks back on it and is like really glad that she did it and got to be a part of like that change and everything. But at the time, it was like so embarrassing, and like she just did it because she like really needed the acting job. But it was like considered crazy to like say the word period on TV and be like talking about that, like, because men are gonna see it and whatever, which is kind of crazy to think about. Yeah.
And it's crazy that in a lot of species of animals, menstruation also happens in female animals. And I guess the shame and discrimination of this is only ever present in
humans
beings.
Yeah, every other species just deals with it like a normal
I
thing.
know.
Yeah, like another film that I saw that like discussed the topic of periods was Carrie, the like horror movie. But yeah, the main character Carrie, her mum is like really religious, and like she saw periods as being like very shameful and everything, so she never like talked to her about it or like even told her what it was. So then one of the days when Carrie's at school, she gets her period for the first time but has no idea what's happening, so she just like assumes that she's like dying or something because she's like bleeding out all of a sudden. And when she like mentions it to her classmates, they all just like make fun of her for it. And then when she like goes home and like explains to her mum what happens, and she's like, why did you never tell me this is gonna happen, like that was so embarrassing, whatever. Like basically her mum just tells her that like she's like impure now because she's gotten her period and all this, and that it's like disgusting and like she shouldn't have told people about it. That film was like one of the like few times that I've seen kind of periods like shown in a film, and obviously that was like a really like devastating example. Like it's so sad the kind of I guess stigma that was like put onto her about her period, and I guess the fact that she like didn't know about it before and now it's had these, you know, thoughts put into her head about it, just shows that like it really does make a difference how kind of people talk to you about your period and that sort of thing, because like it's easy to really like influence someone's idea, like especially if they're like young and at the age where they're starting to get their period and that sort of thing. Yeah.
I find it really weird that her mum, her own mom tells her that she's not pure, but her mom has to get her period to create life, to create her as like her daughter. So that's just like, periods isn't something that like it does not say that, oh, when you get your period you're dirty and you're impure, but it is the creation, like it's the root of life, it's the creation of life, so it's
So who has a lady problem that they like to talk about? Yes.
Somebody wrote in that book that I'm lying about being a virgin because I use super jumbo tampons, but I can't help it if I've got a heavy flow and a wide set vagina.
Yeah, I can't do this.
Lady problems.
Yeah, or just like lady time or lady problems.
What
God,
problems do I have?
I'm actually getting mad right now.
Why is it the problem?
Or it's like lady business.
I know. They don't just refer to menstrual as lady problems. They refer anything you refer, like of your private part or anything that you don't feel exactly comfortable sharing. Oh, you're just having lady problems. You are the problem. Like, what are you talking about? Oh God.
I think also men can just be like very uncomfortable even using the word like period. Like they just like they don't even want to say it. So yeah, they'll try like dance around it. Or like we were talking about earlier, a lot of the time men might just use it like in like an insulting way, where it's like if a woman's like worked up about something, to kind of be like, oh, is it that time of the month? They're like, oh, you have lady troubles or something. I think they'll use it to kind of just like undermine the way that a woman is feeling, and just kind of blame it on like, oh, yeah, it's just you're on your period, you don't know what you're saying, or you're just being irrational, whatever.
Oh my God. Basically, there's this misconception of, because women have so much quote unquote mood fluctuations, we're not suitable to be on like high management roles,
like leaders or anything. Yeah,
completely false. And if you would have looked at Forbes or any of the statistics regarding I guess the profits earned and how the company's doing regarding to its high management roles, most of them are led by women, and most of the CEOs are women. And I feel like women, because I guess we endure this since we're such a young age of this like mood quote unquote fluctuation thing, we're able to manage it because we know what it is. And men, they make a bigger deal out of this, and they make a bigger deal out of us and our I guess quote unquote problems. But I definitely think, no, I don't think it's in any way a reason why women shouldn't be able to do whatever the hell men can do. Yeah.
Oh my God! Daddy! 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 Daddy!
Veda, what's the matter?
Where's Daddy?
Well, he just left. What's wrong?
I'm hemorrhaging.
What do you mean you're hemorrhaging?
I don't need your help, but I need
Veda,
to move.
did this happen in the bathroom? How old are you?
I'm 11 and a half.
It's okay. Come on upstairs. We have to have a little talk.
Well, that's probably Thomas J. I don't want to see him. It's not fair. Nothing happens to boys. Hi, Veda. Can you come out? I don't know. Please, it's real hot. Maybe we can go swimming. No. Get out of here. And don't come back for 5 to 7 days.